Hi, my name is Lila Partridge, and I'm the Managing Director for the STANLEY Techstars Accelerator.
And I'm Polly Osborne, the Program Manager.
And we are so excited to have you join us today, Dembele. This is a theme for AI advanced manufacturing. So you'll be hearing about solutions for digitizing the manufacturing floor, creating intelligent factories as a service, sustainability, safety, and novel new ways for human-machine interactions. Our founders come from as far away as India, Germany, Ireland, England, and both the East and West coasts of Canada and the United States. They have worked hard over the last 13 weeks, and we are so excited to have the opportunity to share what they've accomplished in that time and to celebrate this graduation with them.
I couldn't agree more. As Lila mentioned, today is Demo Day, and these founders join more than 6,300 other founders who have participated in over 50 Techstars accelerators in 22 countries all over the world. They are part of a community of 8,000 mentors and almost 17,000 investors.
In particular, I'd like to thank Stanley Black & Decker, our corporate sponsor. From Phil Glick, Manish Mehta, Marty Guay, and Shauna Glover, who connected our founders to factory managers, operators, Industry 4.0 domain experts, and many, many other opportunities. In particular, I'd like to thank our executive sponsors, Mark Maybury and Sudhi Bangalore. Without your vision and your support, we would not have been able to make this all happen. Thank you so much. And now, for a few quick intros from our companies. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Phil Glick from the Corporate Industry 4.0 Initiative. When I met Pure Robotics, the first impression that I had of them was that they had come up with something unique and special, that in a market that's already crowded with suppliers of autonomous mobile robots, their haptic technology is something that nobody else has. When I think about where they might be in a few years, Stanley has around 140 factories and distribution centers around the world, and I think there's potential for them to be in a lot of them. And if I had to come up with one word to describe Pure Robotics, that word would be clever. Thank you.
Manufacturing and warehousing lines are using robots to increase productivity, but automation is expensive and thus only accessible to large enterprises. Almost 70% of automation costs are towards integration and deployment of robots rather than the robot itself. Introducing Pure Robotics, first ever collaborative mobile robot that understands humans through haptic feedback. This means anyone can deploy this robot right out of the box. Operators simply steer the robot like a shopping cart along the path to teach it how to perform the task autonomously. No need for expert software engineers or training with special devices, thereby reducing the cost of deployment and making automation accessible to all.
I first met Will when he commented on one of my LinkedIn posts. I'm always curious about people who respond, so I reached out and he told me about Modica. I was hooked. I mean, how cool is the idea of putting a factory into space? Then I found out that Modica's vision for factory automation wasn't just a futuristic space vision, but that there was a large market opportunity on Earth in factories today. The best part? Their existing systems integration business provides both funding and market validation. So, smart team, cool vision, and practical execution. Enjoy.
What is a factory? Where does it come from? Is it a single machine in a garage? 100 in a warehouse? A million orbiting the sun? They're all factories. They're composed of machines and people making products and data in buildings supported by infrastructure. But factories are still big, dumb, and slow. The obvious solution is to make them smaller, smarter, and faster. But who's responsible for all this? Building a factory is complex and relies heavily on systems integrators who figure out how the robots, conveyors, and people work together. This takes a lot of time, and then a changeover or reorg starts the cycle again. The The problem is, changes happen more frequently as product cycles shorten, so we have to compress planning and deployment. Factory floors are still mostly a bunch of monolithic machines, inside each an inner volume that's actually doing something, with the rest as filler and a lot of infrastructure in between. We need to reduce duplicated infrastructure, make machines more usefully dense, and utilize airspace above the factory floor, which is typically wasted. Streamlined systems integration and a high-density approach to factory equipment is necessary to grow capacity in demand centers, establish in emerging markets, and build factories anywhere on Earth and beyond.
All of our SBD manufacturing plants depend on accurate forecasts in order to efficiently schedule operations. Anything we can do to better predict what our customers will need even before they do would be a game changer. Artificial intelligence is starting to play a bigger and bigger role in those predictions. Sensei Analytics is focusing on scalable AI, whether that's from gaining insights from online Amazon reviews, better predicting new product launch ramp curves, or flagging anomalies on our daily production orders. If successful, this will allow us to deploy our human capital in more meaningful ways. Sensei Analytics has been engaged with our data scientists, demand workstream leads, and operational leaders to determine just what's possible. The outcomes may be very exciting. I'm certainly energized and proud to be a mentor for such a bright and energetic and visionary team. Thank you.
If you had asked me in 2019, do you think stores will run out of toilet paper in 2020? I definitely would have said no. What about forecasting demand for new products? Predictions are really hard, especially in a dynamic world with disruptive global forces. Traditional AI models require a lot of data, so they are not very helpful for new products or changing circumstances. That's where us at Sensei Analytics can help. Hi, I'm Erin Looney, COO at Sensei Analytics, and I'm part of an AI team from MIT who have worked at Facebook, GE, and Bell Labs on these problems. Our technology learns from small data sets, pulling information from many sources to help manufacturing companies forecast which products and how many of them to make. Stanley Black & Decker, a $14 billion company, introduces thousands of new products each year. Think of the revenue potential if manufacturers like Stanley could accurately predict demand for each of those products. Our vision at Sensei Analytics is not only about helping companies respond to disruptive events like COVID-19, but to integrate that capability into their daily workflows.
When I first met Mark and the production AR team at Mentor Madness, I was really impressed with their tracking technology that they evolved over a number of years. Today, I can say that they've really taken advantage of the opportunity with the accelerator and honed that in toward a really interesting value proposition. And where I can see them in the future is a dominant and rapidly growing inventory management system. And if I have to describe the company in one word, I'd say transformative.
Hello, I'm Mark from Production AR. We provide next-generation tags coupled with world-leading computer vision technology, like QR codes on steroids, but let you scan them from further away and at real-time video rates. In many ways, industry went off track by widely adopting QR codes. If you've ever had to scan in dozens of them on your smartphone, you would instantly appreciate our tag scan system, cut minutes down to seconds. By adding our tags and software to your facilities, you instantly unlock many of the dreams of Industry 4.0. Stop wasting time looking for lost items. Speed up inventory by scanning in dozens of items at once. See what's on the high-up shelf. Enable your suppliers, employees, and customers to instantly give you tracking and traceability. The tags work with our Tag Scan app today and will work with our Tag Scan Plus, passive inventory, wearable technology, and inventory drones. The future is here today.
My first impression of Euduro was that they'd found a real problem that everyone's experiencing. They've proven their ability to solve it, and they've got a great vision as to how it can be solved in a different way. Looking to the future, I see Euduro creating value for its customers by filling in gaps and solving problems that legacy IT infrastructure can't solve in a simple and fast way. If I had to describe Euduro in one word or phrase, I would describe them as creating efficiency.
Manufacturing, globally, is facing a $300 billion problem. 2020 severely tested our manufacturing and supply chains. While large enterprises fared well, the small and medium enterprises faced a much bigger challenge. Why? It was mainly due to the lack of access to high-quality infrastructure, skilled resources, combined with the lack of speed to deploy new solutions quickly. We understand that it's hard. So, at Euduro, we have been helping companies build their digital factory using connected and modular software that is easy to deploy, customize, and connect into other systems. We are democratizing access to world-class manufacturing software for automation, analytics, and AI.
Hello, I'm Mark Mabry, Stanley Black & Decker's Chief Technology Officer. Innovation is in our DNA. For 178 years, Stanley Black & Decker has been delivering innovative products and services to our customers around the globe. Committed to growing our extreme innovation ecosystem in agile and sustainable manufacturing, we launched Stanley Techstars Advanced Manufacturing Accelerator in Hartford, Connecticut in 2018. After graduating 20 innovative companies in additive manufacturing and eco-friendly packaging, in March of 2020, we worked with the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence and led an expert industry, government, and academia summit to define a 10-year AI in manufacturing roadmap. With the help of Lila Partridge and our amazing Techstars team, 10 startups won the right to join the accelerator along their journey to advance valuable solutions to critical manufacturing problems leveraging human and machine intelligence. We are most grateful to all of the Stanley Black & Decker, Techstars, and external mentors and partners that helped advance these companies so effectively. We congratulate each of the companies for their success. And I want to especially thank my executive co-sponsor of this year's cohort, Stanley Black & Decker's CTO of Operations and Vice President of Industry 4.0, Sudhi Bangalore, whose vision has been instrumental to advancing at scale Stanley Black & Decker's digitally and AI-enabled factories of the future. Enjoy.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sudhi Bangalore, and I'm the CTO of Global Ops for Stanley Black & Decker, and I'm also responsible for the I4O transformation of all of our manufacturers and DCs, about 150 in total. So as a mentor for Techstars and Stanley Black & Decker, I've had a fantastic experience over the with our last two cohorts. It was amazing to see the transformation of these startups and then be graduating into the outside world and making impact for the industries they serve. This cohort is especially gratifying to me as it touches manufacturing and supply chain. There are four major elements that are becoming very prominent and important to deploying technologies and scale and realizing impact. Number one, how do you democratize technology so everybody can participate, both big and small? How do you drive cost innovation? How do you drive time to value innovation? And how do you scale, even considering even the legacy of technologies that usually is a big constraint? This cohort has demonstrated competence and has progressed very nicely over the last few months in demonstrating the value and the innovation they made around these four topics. We are excited in proving some of these technologies in our factories and DCs, and we hope that you as well will be excited to see what they have to offer for manufacturing. Thank you so much and enjoy. Thanks. Bye.
My first impression of the EMS Force team was, wow, these guys are fearless. They're taking on something big and it doesn't seem to faze them. Looking to the future, every firm that wants to stay relevant is going to need automation in their engineering processes. But today, there is a huge rush to adopt digital engineering tools because it offers such a competitive advantage. With EMS Forest, I find it hard to think rationally about their future because I just can't stop fantasizing about their potential. The number of possible uses for a technology like this, multiplied across the number of potential industries, It's massive and transformative, and their timing is perfect. One word to describe the EMS Forest team: authentic.
And liftoff.
I wish these cheering was how I remembered Spaceship Challenger. The image of our fallen heroes are etched into my mind with great sorrow. This company was not founded with passion, but fear of the next disaster. Make no mistake, product quality is a function of flawless design. Design failures have catastrophic impact, millions of dollars, and loss of life. I worked for the market leader in design for excellence technologies for almost a decade. I learned that the best of tools were expensive, hard to use, incomplete. We set out to create a 10x technology based on experience with over 75 customers and our own experience designing hardware products for the Israeli intelligence. We are a spell checker for mission-critical product design. Think of us, if you will, as Grammarly for the product designer.
Hi, I'm Russ Mills with Stanley Black & Decker. I've been doing mentoring work with Slide Tracker over the last recent months. And first impression of Slide Tracker is they have a really impressive drive to scale a solution that I think has significant value within manufacturing plants of all types. I think as more companies embrace data and analytics to really become and take that power to really become a competitive advantage to manufacturers of all types, Slide Tracker sits very well in that ecosystem. It nests very well when manufacturing plants and folks in manufacturing see and understand the solution. They will quickly realize that it's a very practical and value-added tool setting in tracing solution for their business. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cameron Schley, the CEO and founder of SlideTech. I grew up in the manufacturing space working alongside my dad, and I have experienced the difficulty that manufacturers have in adopting Industry 4.0 solutions. We provide machine monitoring and optimization systems for small to mid-sized manufacturers who want to get more productivity out of their legacy equipment. Unlike our competitors, our solutions don't just provide actionable metrics. They automatically improve your manufacturing processes by as much as 45%. We started out by using these solutions in our own businesses and our friends' businesses, and now we have customers that produce anything from pasta to graphite electrodes to mission-critical aerospace parts. I've built these solutions myself, bootstrapping the company for the last 6 years by working on over 30 paid projects. Now through the Techstars Accelerator program, we are building out our team and our platform to help scale these solutions. Our vision is a connected and optimized factory floor regardless of plant size or machinery age. We can accomplish this by providing solutions that are easy to purchase, easy to install, and easy to use, thus making them easy to adopt. Join us on Demo Day to learn more about what we are doing to help the adoption of Industry 4.0. Thank you.
When I first met the Malimute team, I immediately saw the importance of the problem that they were solving. As a person who spends a lot of time on factory floors and owns a lot of power tools, I'm well aware of the risks to one's hearing and also the issues of communication on a factory floor. So when you're talking to somebody, it can be incredibly distracting with the noise, and you're always making this trade-off between, am I being safe with my ears, and am I actually able to communicate with the person about an imminent problem? In terms of Malamute's future, I think that they are solving an incredibly important problem that to date has not been addressed. If you look at all the technology that we're putting into factory floors, whether it's data collection or AI or robotics or 3D printing, they all have to do with the physical handling of parts and information, but they don't really address how people are talking to each other, which at the end is the way the problems get solved. If I had one word to describe Malimute, it would be focus. It is both their ability to provide a service that allows you to better focus on the factory floor and also their constant focus on the importance of the customer and talking to the customer about what their needs are.
Manufacturing facilities are noisy. If you ever been in one, you know the drill. Let me turn on our tech. You shout at each other and you hope that every third word gets through. Information that you need shouldn't be a struggle to get. That's where we come in. We make an audio system that brings the information right to your ears. You can now focus more on what you're doing and less on chasing information down.
Mill 3 is down. Operator is changing tool.
Let the information come to you. If you're interested, come visit the Malimute booth on Demo Day.
Hi, my name is Carlos Rojas, Industry Solution Lead for Cisco Systems Manufacturing Solutions. I'm also the mentor for iFlow. When I first met these gentlemen, the first word that came to my mind was confidence. Having worked at Bosch, one of the world's leading manufacturing organizations, they bring experience to the market with the products that they manufacture. This is a low-code, no-code system that extracts data, democratizes it, and delivers it to your destination for analytics. I see a bright future for these gentlemen. There's a huge need for the products that they're offering in this market, and I'm very excited to be their mentor. I look forward to their future and seeing how they grow.
Hi, I'm Timo.
Hi. Hi, I'm Daniel.
I once worked for a large manufacturing corporate.
Yeah, I once worked for a big manufacturing corporate in Germany.
I once worked for a large manufacturing company. So complicated.
So damn techy.
So many people involved, so expensive, so slow.
Did Richard approve?
Budget?
No.
Oh, we have to create an IT ticket to get access. I mean, the integrator said, well, sure, we can help you with that. It just costs $40,000 for one use case. Every Industry 4.0 project is based on data.
Nowadays, it's a problem. It's a big problem. But 5 years from now, it will be a disaster.
Trust me, you cannot simply do that. It's impossible. That's why we founded iFlow, data management for smart factories. We now have the solution.
For the user, it's just simple and intuitive.
Hi, my name's Leslie Oliver Karpus, and I'm the head of digital manufacturing here at STANLEY, in addition to being a longtime veteran of the 3D printing space. I printed my first object in 1998, and I have been inventing different methods of 3D printing ever since. I've been mentoring Hilos within the STANLEY Techstars Accelerator, and am very impressed with what this startup has been able to accomplish. It's one thing to be able to do on-demand production in a limited one-off way, but what Hilos has done is taken the best elements of old school and new school production techniques to create a truly scalable solution to on-demand production. I think that mass customization is about to have its moment, and solutions like Hilos are exactly what we need to propel it into the future.
We hope you enjoyed watching those videos. We certainly enjoyed challenging the founders to come up with creative ways in which to excite you as an audience on what they're working on. And I think they did a great job, and it really reflects the diversity of solutions they're working on in manufacturing.
No, absolutely. If that doesn't get you excited for our second half of Demo Day, I don't know what will. But before we go into that, I would like to thank our amazing global network partners. They offer enormous value in the form of perks, introductions, and mentorship. We really look forward to having them in the office every year, even if it was virtually this year. On top of that, there is a group of people who have been working tirelessly alongside us for the last 14 weeks. They are very talented individuals, and I've been so impressed by their dedication and devotion. Thank you so much to our Rockstar Associates. You are all absolutely amazing. Lily, Isabel, Emma, Cooper, Michaela, and Jan, thank you.
Hear, hear. It was truly an exceptional group this year, and I want to echo Polly's thanks. Truly amazing individuals, extraordinary contributions, and we really could not have done it without you. Thank you very much. And now I'm turning it back to Polly to run through the logistics so we can get started.
Thank you, Lila. So as you move from this main stage to the Expo section, you'll click on the Expo icon on your left-hand side, and you will find a booth for each startup. In their respective booth, the startup will present their pitch, followed by a few minutes of Q&A. We're going to repeat this 3 times. In each booth, there is a chat window. So if you want to make comments or ask questions, please make sure you select the booth chat. Finally, right under the chat window, you will find a button to connect with the founders. So if you're interested in setting up a one-on-one meeting with them, then please click there.
So now we're done with the main stage. Please go forward to the Expo section as Polly just outlined. Choose the first booth that you want to listen to and have fun. Enjoy.